enjoy what I do. I'm a little electrical contractor, and we work mostly between Salinas and San Francisco. I was in San Francisco all day yesterday working on a school, doing a project with Akina Solar. Of course, nothing went the way it was supposed to, but that's pretty typical for a construction project. Especially when it's a remodel and you have to work, and then they surprised me with 3 other contractors on the job instead of just me. I was supposed to be there by myself. So it was difficult for me to think of something to talk about. So if somebody has a question, please jump in. Some of the most important things that we do for homeowners. I work with several realtors, several Mark's guys, and a few others from my area up in the mountains. We'll pre-inspect the home. If you're selling, we'll go through and I'll do an electrical inspection. I'll guarantee that you pass the home inspection, and if you don't, the only thing you pay for is parts. If you allow me to fix the things that I think need to be fixed. If you're buying, I'll do an inspection, and I'll get a lot of things that guy didn't get. I'll find things that he missed. I'll alert you to situations that he's unaware of. I've worked around a few home inspectors, and every once in a while you find one that actually knows what he's doing. It's not real common. I don't know if I'm stepping on anybody's toes, Mr. Golden, but it's
the truth is the truth.
Yes, yes. They have no certification program and no culpability or liability. So it's a great job if you can get it. One of the things that we run into a lot is in older homes, you see all new, nice, pretty 3-wire receptacles with the ground on them all over the place. And you go in and check, and the home inspection guy will usually catch it, that they're actually not grounded. It means the third terminal, the ground terminal on that receptacle is not connected to anything. The electrical code specifically requires that if there's a space there for a ground, that it has to be connected. But that doesn't keep you from going down to Orchard Supply and spending 49 cents a piece on nice new pretty white outlets and putting it all over the place. Grounding outlets is one of my regular calls. I get it on a continual basis. Grounding outlets is between $25 and $40 a piece, depending on how many we do, depending on the construction of the home, and the wall that we're working on. Outside walls are typically much more difficult than interior partitions.
Explain grounding out.
Grounding an outlet.
Oh, right. Grounding an outlet.
A receptacle has 2 normal flat terminals, and the round terminal is the ground, the one on the bottom. And if that's not connected, then it should be. And in the last couple of years, the rules were changed about 2 to 3 years ago. Now, whenever we put an outlet in, the grounds are up. So it looks like it's upside down for most of us. In fact, it's been hard for me to remember to put them in grounds up. But they changed that rule about 3 years ago, and that's the way it's supposed to be done. It's a silly, somebody's safety rule. They thought they was going to take care of things, and it's just kind of a joke. But that's the way it has to be done. Inspectors look for that. I have a pretty good reputation with most of the jurisdictions I work in. It's kind of hard with San Jose because you never know if you're going to get an inspector that's been an inspector or just started yesterday. And you have to schedule an inspection a week out, and if there's somebody coming back, you don't know if you're going to get the same guy. So San Jose is a very difficult municipality to work with. If by chance you were in Saratoga and you called the building department and told them that you needed a good electrician, they'd give you my name. Kind of a nice little attaboy for me. It's a good jurisdiction to work with. I know all the inspectors, and I get lots of fun referrals from there. Fix this, fix that, fix the other thing. And I usually call the inspector, I usually call the building department back and tell them thank you for the referral, and tell them what I'm going to be doing and ask them if they want me to get a permit. The civil codes, the city codes require you to have a permit for anything more than changing a light bulb, actually. If I were to just change receptacles or ground receptacles or even change out a broken switch, I'm actually supposed to. They will sell you a permit for that. If everybody and his brother went down there for that reason, the building department wouldn't be able to keep up. There's not a chance. So there's some common sense ways to take care of that. Some of the other things that I do, I work on pool equipment. I'm working on, I do a lot of work with several major, larger landscapers, people that are doing like Howard does, large, serious landscaper, not the blow and go guys, but there's, we just spent another $125,000 on a little backyard. The pool was already there. So this was a deck and a barbecue and a cooking station and a walk-up bar and a fire pit and paths and a waterfall and timing. And they want me to do remote controls to turn on their low voltage lighting. So there's no switches on the walls. We can actually put in one switch so that you can utilize that and as well as the remote control, but everything else is push buttons. It's a 4-button garage door opener, like key fob, Velcro to the wall, whatever you want to have. They also called me to check on their pool equipment. Their pool equipment was giving them issues. So I do work on pool equipment. I change pumps. I install pool control systems. I do pool lights. It's always fun. I get to go swimming every once in a while. Yes, I keep a suit in my truck. Mr. Nuptigal.
2 questions.
Yes, sir.
With all the work you're doing for Kina Solar, you thought about doing it yourself?
No.
Okay. Not worth it?
It's not, no. It's $10, $12 an hour guys. It's running. It's huge warehouses. It's a ton of logistics. It's not worth the headache. Yeah, in my size of operation.
Right.
If I had 20 guys working for me and managers and all kinds of other stuff, yeah, definitely. I enjoy the work I do with Akina Solar. They're always, it's regular stuff that we're doing, but it gives my guys an opportunity to do regular stuff and to get more familiar with things. And they do things a little differently than we do normally in electrical work. Solar is such a new thing that no matter how much you train the inspectors, there's always somebody new. They're all, and you have to really, these guys go to classes because they're told to go to classes. You can't teach somebody in a class in that situation, I'm sorry. If somebody's there because they want to be, because they're passionate about what they're doing, because they're interested in this, then you can teach them. So these guys go to these classes because they're told to go to the classes, and the only thing they learn is grounding. For some reason, grounding is the only thing that they learn in these classes, and they're just absolutely ridiculous about it. We're running 20 amp circuits, which is little bitty number 12 wire, and they want number 8, which is good for 100 amps, for a grounding conductor. It's ridiculous. So, we run, some of the techniques that they require us to do are just absolute, and it's just because they're uneducated and because they don't understand what they're looking at. It's a job, they're doing what they are told to do, and they don't get it. So Akina is a fun thing to work with. The solar is a lot of fun. It's a wonderful thing for your home. Get a solar on your home and sell back electricity.
Second question. Office electrical radiant. You do any of that work?
Heat?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything with the wires hooked up to it. We have some really cool ones that we've done. I don't know if you've seen them or not, but the ceiling tiles in a lay-in ceiling are heated. And it's crazy. I've never seen it before, but we have actual 2x4 ceiling tiles lay-in, you can't tell them, that are heated.
Right.
And it's hecka cool. It's just so different. And first time I got to do this, like, whoa, check that out. So yes, I do some radiant heating. Floors, ceilings, whatever you want to do. Danielle.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, why didn't people who put in outlets originally just not do it the right way? Grab them?
Well, okay, so I always thought this electricity thing was, way back, they thought this electricity thing was kind of a fad. I work on a lot of homes that have half of a dryer worth of power for the whole house, and that's it. 30 amp, 120 volt services are very, very common. That means a dryer outlet is 30 amps, 220 volts. So this is half of a dryer outlet. That's all they got for the whole house. So, and there was only 2 wires running around. And they used to run them around open, in the framing, all over the place, wide open, where you could just walk up and grab the wire. Now they're in sleeves, they're built in special ways, and there's all kinds of rules. So the electricity thing was they figured it as just a fad. And then nobody realized that that people would do some of the things that they've done, and they're that big idiots. And it's educational. So now they added the ground. As things have evolved, they've gotten more sophisticated and more important. Grounds are a big deal when you talk about computers and some other things. People want grounded outlets. There's tons of rules that we get to play with. My rule book is bigger than most phone books. So.